Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Here's another SPY options update. On Monday, this is where we left off. It looked like the SPY was at the top of this channel, so I thought it would move down to the bottom before going back up to retest the all-time high, which was at around 525. And that's why I made a bull call spread expiring the next day on Tuesday. Unfortunately, instead of going down and then up, the market just decided to go straight up instead. And on Tuesday, it closed at 523.35. So I had to close my position here, my bull call, for a loss. And because the market continued going higher that day, it was more likely to be bullish going forward. So instead of putting on bearish trades, I decided to go bullish and put in 4 bull put spreads expiring the next day on Wednesday, in which case I made $160 because SPY finished the next day above 523. In fact, it went so high that it broke out of the bull channel and made a new all-time high at about 530. So this is bullish for a couple of reasons. One is because it broke out of the already ascending channel, but also because it cleared previous resistance, which was over here. And unless it goes back down below this purple line, it's most likely going to go higher from here. So I decided to go bullish again, putting on this trade here, selling a 530, 529 put spread and getting paid $44 minus commission for the premium. So this was an at the money put spread expiring the next day, and hopefully the market stays above 530. So on Thursday, unfortunately, the market went down, even though it was hovering around the 530 mark for most of the day. But I was still pretty sure that it was going to go up. So instead of closing my position for a loss, I decided to roll it forward. So here I've bought back my puts expiring May 16th, and I basically rolled it into Friday, the next day, at 1 point lower each. So I sold the 529 put and bought the 528 put instead. And as long as the market finishes the week on Friday above 529, then I would be okay. So continuing to be bullish worked out because on Friday the market did go up a little bit and it finished at 529.44. Now if I go to the 5-minute chart, we can take a look at what happened Friday. And you can see it spent most of its day just chopping close to where the market closed on Thursday. But when it went down, I was concerned that it could head lower for the day. So on Friday, I actually got out of my position, even though I didn't have to, because by the end of the day, the market bounced back. But to control for risk, I had to exit my long position because the market looked like it was going lower and potentially much lower. So I closed my position over here and I made a few other SPY trades over here. And by the end of the day, going into Monday of next week, I have this new bull put spread expiring on Monday the 20th. And the reason I'm bullish is because the market continued to go up on Friday. And if we go back to the daily chart, we can see that it's still above the top of this upward channel, which is still bullish. I would be neutral if it goes into this channel. And like I mentioned earlier, I wouldn't get bearish until it breaks below the previous resistance, which now acts as support, which means this gap will need to be filled before I start selling calls. And another reason is because we're on an uptrend and we have a green candle with a large wick up. So we have a dragonfly doji, which typically means we're going higher the next day, with the odds being about 60 to 40. So overall, I only made about $100 this week with my SPY trading, and I'm hoping to do better this upcoming week, where I do expect the SPY to continue heading higher, because that seems to be where the momentum is going. As we look at the relative strength index, the RSI has hit the top of this dotted line, which is 70, and that is higher than when the SPY went up its previous peak back in late March, early April. So not only is the price higher than before, but there is also greater technical strength by looking at the RSI. However, the MACD has not hit a new high yet compared to the previous peak. So we'll keep an eye on this. If the market rolls over and the MACD falls down, maybe the RSI will drop as well. But there's still a long way to go before the RSI gets to the 50 point. And if it's above 50, then it's best to remain bullish. And that's why I sold a bull put spread going into Monday next week, which is tomorrow. So that's just a quick update. Thanks a lot for watching. Good luck with your investments, and until next time.